Hi guys, it's Amy from Now Polished Baby 90 and welcome to today's videos, Empties. Now I seem to be cursed when it comes to empties because the last 2 or 3 that I've uploaded, my uploads have been awful and the sounds had problems, or they've been unedited, or they've been missing, so I'm fingers crossed that today's one will be good. I have tons of empties, so we should probably just get going. I always try and do them in some sort of order, but then also at the same time I'm just kind of grabbing and going. I have some hair stuff, so we'll do that first. We have 2 of my favourite shampoos. This is the L'Oreal LV Extraordinary Clay Rebalancing Shampoo. So this is like my holy grail shampoo. This is everything that I love these days just because it is my hair by definition. Oily roots, dry ends, and that's exactly what I suffer from, and I really love this. I love the scent, I love how it foams up. Now I can't find this at the moment, so I don't know if like everybody's just caught onto the hype or whether it's just sold out a few places, so I haven't repurchased just because I couldn't, but as soon as I find it I will, because I do love that. And if you hear the rustling, it's because I'm recycling as I go. Rustle, rustle. The last hair thing that I have is a hairspray. Me and my husband both use this. This is the Silverkin Classic. Our favourite is the number 4 in yellow, which is a firm hold, but we'll kind of take whatever. But if we can get Silverkin, we do. But again, it's a little bit more expensive, so just depends what's on offer really. We're not that fussy, but if we can, Silverkin is the one. You'll be happy to know I've been using deodorant, and I used the Sure Bright Bouquet 48 Hour. I really do like Sure. Sure is like my number 1 pick, basically because I love the nozzle on it. I know that's just really, I'm a big packaging kind of person, so Sure is one of my favourites for packaging, and for scent I do enjoy that a lot. I've also been brushing my teeth, and I always go for a whitening one because you know that's my dream, pearly white teeth. And this one is the Colgate Max White and Protect. I'm yet to find anything that will really whiten my teeth. I think I'm living in a bit of a fantasy world where I want like the Hollywood smile. But that's a nice toothpaste, tastes nice, lathers up nice, no complaints on that. We have 4 Lush items. The first one is the a Butter Bear Bath Bomb. Now I would have got this at Christmas as part of the Christmas sales. Butter Bear is one of their classic ones. It looks like a bear, it's full of cocoa, and it's very, very soothing. So I don't use him as one because it's too much for my skin. My skin doesn't absorb oil very well, so I normally will snap Butter Bear in half and we'll use him in 2 goes. But it's really nice and sensitive if you have sensitive skin or dry skin. For Christmas I also got the Ticket to Ride gift set, and in that it had a Yellow Submarine, which is one of their, I think both of these are part of their core line now. Yellow Submarine is a tropical island with a scent of coconut, orange and lemongrass. It looks yellow with a pink inside, so when it explodes it is really nice bath art, and I have tried that one more than once, so it's a good one. The other one is Rocket Science Bath Bomb, and this one is saying it's uplifting bergamot and lemon. Now this is my favourite scent out of the 2 of them. I love anything with bergamot in it, and the Rocket Science looks like a blue rocket, and it has actually popping candy in it, so when you put it in the water it does kind of fizz up and almost look like it's blasting off. So again, definitely really great and really good if you have little ones that you want to maybe buy something for, because it looks fantastic. We then have an I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles bubble bar. Now this is the one that looks like a bubble blower, so it is just a big green like circle with a hole on a stick, and the idea is that you could blow bubbles from it. Now I got mine in the Christmas sale because I think they were discontinuing them. I got 2, I'm still using one of them. I had this before with stuff that's green or blue from Lush. Mine was lost all of its colour in the 3 months since I bought it, so there was no colour show. It was very limey and very zesty, but it's just a shame that it did tend to not last very well. Like I say, and I always have the trouble there with the green and blue ones. I don't know why. Then I used up a fresh face mask. Be sure to keep your black pots so you can exchange them in for a free one. And this one was the BB Seaweed, and I really like this one. It was kind of in between like a clay and something like Otafix, which is really lumpy, and I did like it. I like the seaweed smell. It smelled like being in a spa. I like that it dried down quite nicely. Like I say, it was kind of this mixture of clay, but then at the same time it was lumpy. I really enjoyed it. It's very nice and soothing. So they're saying it's got seaweed, honey, aloe vera and rose. So like I say, very soothing, very calming for anyone that's got sad skin. Really good. We then have some shower gels. So the first one that we have is the Dove Go Fresh Pomegranate and Lemon. I don't really like the Dove ones. People buy them I think for me for Christmas. I don't like them because they don't lather. I'm a big bubble lather type of gal. I didn't really like the pomegranate scent either, so that was a big no-no for me. So ones that I do like, they're very similar packaging, I've just noticed. This first one was the Original Source Shower Gel, and this is sweet rhubarb and raspberry. Now I had to pick this up because, you know, some of you may know when you're out with small children, sometimes they just get their minds on something, and this has a little rhino on it, and therefore Austin was adamant that we must buy the rhino. So we bought this because it was 99p. It smelled really nice. I haven't used Original Source for a really long time, but I would definitely look at them again, and that rhubarb scent was really nice. A product that you've seen before, and this is the Mermazing by Imperial Leather. I like anything that's like the scent of water. That sounds really strange, but if it's like Fijian water, I just love the smell of it. I got this in Aldi. I've had seen them a few times on sale, and there's a unicorn one and a mermaid one. So overall really like that one, and again would pick that one up again if I could. One bubble bath, and this is the Imperial Leather Calming Night Blooming Jasmine and Vanilla. I like this, it bubbled up really nicely, but I wouldn't repurchase this scent. Like I say, the Blooming Jasmine and Vanilla just wasn't for me, but I did really like the performance of the bubble bath. And I'm kind of like going a little bit away from Lush these days, just because one, at the moment you can't get there, and my local one is like 25 minutes away from me, and I just really like a bubble bath instead these days rather than, I don't know, I've just been going back to bubble bath a little bit. Don't judge me. We'll do skincare next. So we have two lots of wipes. The first wipe is the Johnson's Makeup Be Gone, and this is in their moonflower fragrance. I really like them. They're really nice and moist and wet. However, if everything in my life, I have officially made the swap to biodegradable wipes or no wipes. So a good biodegradable wipe is these ones from Primark, and they are the Primark Naturals cleansing wipes, and they are biodegradable, and I've been moving over to these or not to using them at all. I have two masks. The first one is the Lacquer sheet mask in green tea. Lacquer is the Aldi brand, and this came in a 2-pack, so I think I showed the last one last time. I'm yet to find a face mask, like a sheet mask, that I don't like. I'm not very fussy. As long as it sticks to my face nicely and I feel there's some sort of benefit at the end, I'm happy, so I like that one. Holy Grail favourite face masks ever are the Sephora ones. This was in the scent Coconut. I'm not a huge coconut fan, but I just love these masks so much, and the next time I go, which fingers crossed I will be in America later on this year if everything settles down, I'm going to buy a stack of these masks because I love them. I have a bit of an odd one this time, and this is actually a makeup tool, and this is a face mask brush. Now, what, a face mask brush? Yes. Once you get one, you will not be able to live without one. So I just got this off of eBay. It's a really nice cheap face mask brush, and it is a silicone top, and it's got this kind of like whale tail to it, so it just really curves to the face. And now I've got one of these, I would like to say I never will go back, except for mine has broken, so I have repurchased it. I had this about 2 or 3 years, and like I say, it just really makes a difference. If you can just splurge for an extra £2.50, £3, it is just a little extra item, but I really enjoy having it. A little bit of skincare, then we have wax melts and candles, and then we have a ton of makeup, because I've been going through things and throwing out things that are expired, and I've used some up. The skincare items are the Nivea Micellar Water in Sensitive Skin. This is not my top choice of micellar water. I do prefer the Garnier one, even though I say that's got a bit of a funny smell to it. I just think that the Garnier one works better than the Nivea one, but it was fine to use up. I then have two things from Origins. Now, if you watched my makeup and skincare haul, I think I put it up around Christmas time, and one of my friends got me a set of Origins, and it's in this willow herb. I think it's like their original lines. There was like one of each version. So the first thing that we had was the mask, and this is their retexturizing mask with rose clay. So it's just a really nice clay mask with a little bit of rose scent to it. I will say that it didn't dry down perfectly smooth. There was a little bit of texture in there, definitely, but sometimes you just need a good old clay mask, and I would say this probably leaves about 3 face masks in that. And then they also had their original skin renewal serum with willow herb. I really like this willow herb scent. I don't know what willow herb's meant to smell like, I'm guessing this, but I just really liked it. It just smelled like being in a spa. It smelled luxurious. I really liked it, and Origins is my favourite skincare brand, so they can't really do anything wrong in my eyes. So I have tons of other Origins skincare products on the go, and that was another nice one. Okay, we are on to candles and tarts. The first one is one from Bath & Body Works here, and this is the Orange Bitter Bourbon, and this was made with orange essential oils. Jess got this for me a couple of years ago, and there was a scent of like drink lines, because I had a gin and tonic one as well. I prefer the gin and tonic one to this. This smells a really nice balance of bourbon and orange. It's a really nice mixture of the two. However, this didn't burn as well. You can see there's a little bit left in the bottom there, whereas the gin and tonic one burnt all the way to the bottom. So I did really like that one, but out of those two that I had, it wasn't my favourite scent. Now, I got this for my birthday before we moved, and I still haven't, don't shame on me, I still haven't unpacked properly. So I came across this one, and this is by a UK indie, and I will link it down below, and it's called Emily Makes. And this is her version of The Comforter by Lush. She doesn't do this one anymore. I'm guessing it's because it's called The Comforter, because now she's got... They're very slightly different names, and I guess, like, maybe, I don't know if Lush got involved, but sometimes Lush gets involved with people who make dupes and they tell them off for using like the exact words. But it does smell exactly like the Comforter from Lush, which is a beautiful black curranty scented one. This also was a really pretty candle where it had glitter on the top. It burned all the way to the bottom. There's a little bit on the side there, but it burned all the way to the bottom there. So I will definitely be checking out Emily Makes some other things, because I'm looking to try more candles and tart burning companies as the whole. I then have two from Kushniko, and these have been my tart preference of late. This is another UK independent company, and I will link them down below too. So the first one is one that I got in their advent calendar, and this is the Sugar Plum Fairy scent. So it overall was a really, really warm cidery scent, which was not what I expected. I expected it to be more fruity, but I guess the plum element of it is more like a plum cider. So a very warm scent. And I actually got the calendar after Christmas when it was on sale, which was a really, really good deal. But I've now kind of realised that then most of them are like Christmassy scents, so I'm not burning them as much because I'm looking for more springtime scents. So you'll see a few from the advent calendar through the year, but I'm guessing you'll see most of them towards the end in the autumn. But yeah, that one I wouldn't repurchase a full one of it. It was fine, smelled nice, but yeah, not my favourite from them. One that I really liked, and if you're into like fresh scents, you will love this, and this is Cotton Cloud. It's just such a fresh, clean, I guess unoffensive. No one would come in and be like, oh, what's that smell? Everyone would just come in and it smells like you just had a fresh batch of laundry on, like you've cleaned your house. It's really, really nice. I don't know if I'd rush out and repurchase this because I have got a few others on the go, plus my ultimate favourite one. I will talk about that next month because it's going to be in an Empties, but it will definitely be in a repurchase but not now category. I'm conscious this video is getting long, so we're just going to go through these makeup ones as quick as we can. The first one which I used up is a Colour Lash mascara by who's this by? Collection. I lost track of what I was talking about there. The reason why I've got to throw this away is because I lost the end. Don't ask me how, but I've lost the tip. This is a clear mascara, but I use it for my brows. I've been using it for years now. Absolutely adore it. I used up an eye primer. This is the Too Faced Anti-Crease Eye Primer. Used this a couple of times, as in I've had a couple of packages of it. Really like it again and would repurchase. Two mascaras that I've used up. The first one is the Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. I really like this, and I like this better in the smaller version than the big version. I have the big version on the go at the moment, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes I think it's the brush and the applicators, but I was really like the small version. That's just me. The other one is the Tarte Gifted Mascara, and this is not as good as Better Than Sex Mascara. I don't think it's, again, the brush is quite a straight brush, and I did find this quite a dry formula, so I wouldn't repurchase that one. It's not my favourite. We have eyeliners. These I actually used both up today, if you can believe it, so I need to try and find at some point when the shops reopen, eyeliner is going to be on the top of my list to get. So the first one is the Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes Intense in Ebony. I really, really like this. Had this for years. I've used this completely up. I literally used the last bit on one eye and then had to go out digging up for another one, but I would definitely repurchase that. The one that I found in my bag that consequently is no good anymore, and this is the Lollipops Paris one. It is still going there, but it's just, when you use it on your hand, it's really black. But when I used it on my waterline, I just couldn't get a lot of use out of it, so I'm going to pass that on and get rid of it because there's no point having it if it doesn't work. I have the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in the shade 5, and this is when they first came out with their new brow line. They released these minis, so I picked up one of them then, and it's their tinted brown eye brow gel. Don't know what I was talking about there. I really, really like this one. I don't know what the full size is, but the little one, as you can see, has a tiny brush, so I'd be interested to see how much bigger the brush is on the main one. And the rest of the products now have all gone out of date, so I'll give you a quick idea of what they are. The first one is a cream contour by Collection. Now I really wanted to try this and get into cream contour. It was a nice try. It was actually a really nice matte cool tone shade. However, this does not blend out very easily whatsoever, so I definitely need to try and explore with something a bit better. The next one is the Time Balm Concealer, and this is a pot concealer, and I don't know about you, but I just never use them if they're in the pot. This was always too dark for under my eyes, so I only really used it for blemishes, and then like I say, I just always used to forget that I had it, so I'm going to pass it on because I've had it for a long time, like 5 years, too long. I have a Bite Beauty lip gloss. Now this has just gone sticky and a bit gunky, so I think it's out of its way. But I really did like the purple shade of it. It was one of those ones that was kind of like sheer but lots of colour at the same time. Like it wasn't a matte finish or an opaque finish. What shade is this in? This is in the shade Strange Fruit. So I did like that, but it's gone. One product that I absolutely adored, I put it away and forgot about it, and now it has gone bad. This is the Maybelline Dream Pure BB cream, and this is in their light shade. This is also in the matte finish. I don't know if they make this anymore. I know that I picked this one up from America because they stopped selling it in the UK, and I really used to love it. It was just a really nice amount of coverage, and you can apply it really quickly, so I should have used this all up really and not let it go bad because it is a good product. And the last product is from Colourpop, and this is one of their shadows, and it is Cracked to Filth and Dry. Can you see? We'll check that out. Well, there you go. I think you can kind of see what's happening there. So it's like a dark brown. It's called Central Perk, and it is like a burgundy brown. So yeah, it's just shattered and is everywhere, so it's gonna have to go. Anyway, that is all of my empties that I've been using up. I've been enjoying these lots of stuff. I've been using lockdown as a time to pamper, and although I haven't worn much makeup, I've been definitely doing a lot more skincare and things like that. So that's probably why I've been using up so many products. Let me know what you've been using up and what you've been loving, and comments, like, all of that down below. I'll see you soon.